Hey, what's going on guys? Today we got a bit of a smaller update likely from the poll being made to figure out what the public wants next. Aside from that, let's get into the updates. First off, a new shrine has been discovered in the Eastern Luminate. It is known as the Shrine of Division, and although I can't find where it's located, the purpose of this shrine is to burn any monster you currently have into 2 whole new talents, as if you're rolling 2 on a whisper roll. I actually find this especially cool since I actually watched this conversation go down in creator chat, so you can actually thank Malachi for the idea. Next up, many new talents have been pushed out for Charisma for the second week in a row, as well as Agility. On screen, I will show as many talent cards as I can get my hands on. Note that they may not all be here due to not finding them in time for making the video, but if you got information on the rest, you can comment them down below to your fellow viewers. And now, Layer 2 runs now vary slightly in their positioning and enemies between runs. This means during your Layer 2 runs, you may run into randomized events as you progress, which may make it more difficult if you don't have a light hook on your side. Next up, they've introduced a new Prominence Draw animation. Personally, I never liked the animation as it was a shorter but better ranged Massive Flourish, but luckily the animation should make them easier to parry. Moving on to the balancing, Wayward has now been quote-unquote reworked. You can now mark your opponent similar to Nemesis and teleport after a full second, which is pretty much a delayed Wayward teleport. Next, Umbo Knight fans can now rejoice as their downside has finally been removed when you hit an enemy with Hyper Armor, making Umbo Knight a more safe and viable enchant. Next, Finalized Toll was nerfed again by the swing speed and now has a large telegraph on the lantern before it hits you in an effort to make Finalized Toll more reactable for their opponent. This update, Erudition, was also hit with a nerf, with tempo being reduced from 10 to 8 points, making it harder for Erudition investors to gain tons of tempo to vent 6 times in 10 seconds. Sailing speeds have also been increased by base and by angling your sails, as well as angling being easier to gain speeds as well. Audacity has also been buffed where you are no longer affected by Defiant and last second negotiation. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys today. Catch you guys in the next one. See ya.